yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone now. A good one.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On 3rd down, Carson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's good.
How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
At the 16-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they have the football, and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got decent...
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Looking deep for Adams. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
1st and 10.
It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
That good for 19 and a 1st down.
1st down, Packers.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Rodgers.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 44, Wilson. He finds his running back, Hyde. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
On the carry.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
4-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
from the 44, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Now Wilson on 1st down. It's caught. Lockett.
Wilson
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Greg Olsen, incomplete. He was covered by Jair Alexander.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, Wilson. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds.
A 39-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 17-0 our score after 1.
Packers nothing.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Looking deep for Adams. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
He was covered by
so 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown.
Oh, my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Watkins on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 26. He gives it off to Carson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brought down at the
first play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. This is Carson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Carson. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
He was brought down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
That's another.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I'm on.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Play action. It's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts.
It's a gain of 6.
As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It's the veteran K.J. Wright, the disruptive force. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling, incomplete.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked up by D.J. Reed. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. On the return is Irvin. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well. And if they can put a score on the board, hey, they can get back in it in a hurry.
Jones with a nice gain there on 1st down as he takes his forward and call it a pickup of 6.
He's brought down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it. and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's brought down.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
First down, Packers.
Rodgers now on first down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
And 4 at the Seahawks 30.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Packers' 11-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson being chased out left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Wilson steps away to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
The 3-yard line.
Dancing to his left. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because...
And now here is another interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again. Wilson flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
3rd and 3.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They go play action now. Wilson, he'll buy some time right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. I'll go special. I'll go special.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson eluding the pressure right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Score Seahawks 45, Packers 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A very solid gain of 27. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 54 yards. And his guys are able to get a score back.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
45, Packers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
5-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's third down. The Seahawks on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be third and a mile. To throw is Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try to run with Carson, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Now Myers for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score is Seahawks 52, Packers 14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
6 at the 23-yard line.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
It looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time, I think. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me. Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. Name mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me. Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cat. So many couches I cried. Shout out South Street and shout classy. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right? I don't got time. I could call to. We're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political manslaughter. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
On second down, it's Jones. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. That second down play nets a -4.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Williams. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
The ball carrier.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And that's complete to Lewis. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line.
First down, Packers.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
To Devontae Adams.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Able to find Lazard. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 25 yards. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game. Then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
He's going to take off with it. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
To make the tackle.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
First carry for Carlos Hyde.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Is good. Makes the score Packers 14, Seahawks nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try the left side. Carson. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 4 yards. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And 4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal. at the Packers' 3-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson is pass from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
To throw again. Rodgers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Carson. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Buying time to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Being chased out left. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out Final shot before half for Rodgers. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over first and 10. At their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. To throw again on second down. Wilson steps away to his left. That completes it again to Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Chris Carson, the ball carrier, tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Carson.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Kenny Clark, his 2nd sack of the night.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Jamal Adams.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 20-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
The tackle made.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. First down, a run with Hyde. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made at the 20.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
4th down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. The big fella. He's at the 40. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Rodgers.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1-yard line.
They run it with Carson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
On 3rd down, Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll find Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 56 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. The give is to Jones. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Aaron Jones.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And Adams has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And it's third down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Well, this secondary's done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Flushed out right. This will be caught inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Greg Olsen. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's back to throw. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2 veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
For Greg Olsen. Incomplete. It's 2nd.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. One last shot for Wilson. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Tonight's final score.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Seattle.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the buck. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and go. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Time to try and go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. It's all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude. Poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse. When you got different views, just know you gon' pay the price based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture. Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle. Falling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle. The top always gonna get something. In the middle, gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left with nothing? 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 Agitated illusion. Only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire. No ceiling when that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19. So probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
From the gun, it's Breeze. In trouble here And down he goes, back at the 8-yard line. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Back in his own 8.
They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Will Thornhill. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity. And
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's got it to Williams. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
The end of the 1st quarter with the score Chiefs 3, Saints 0.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Flush to his right. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0. So field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick 1st down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays pays off. They convert. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun. It's Breeze. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's 2nd down.
At the 40-yard
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Sanders. Touchdown, New Orleans. Emmanuel Sanders, 40 yards. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
to kick off for New Orleans.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Chiefs.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Ball carrier.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
A gain of
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Just a yard on the pickup there, and he'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Anzalone, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a
fuck is you talking about?
3rd down.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete. The linebacker, DeMario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot, it fell incomplete.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Well, the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open up.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
And that's not the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal, give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a pick.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here at the 32.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup.
The Saints.
First down,
Look what's
Kansas
happening.
City.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Days and shit is happening.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The stop by Marcus Davenport. It's a gain of a yard. And it's
On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go. We out, nigga.
It's tight end Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
tackle made back at the 7.
The first play in the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 9 good yards here on the run, and now third down.
3rd and 4.
They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. On third down, here's Kamara. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
3 yards.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Get the field goal right now.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 28-yard attempt.
I wanted to go for it.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a
Nah,
touchdown now, 13-6.
Nah, to play defense.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own.
Oh, ass nigga. Sling blunts on nigga like you.
Yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
He's trying hard, man.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
7.
Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain of 12. And a first down, Chiefs. That's the end of the third quarter with the score.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. The sack is by Janoris Jenkins coming in off the corner.
Down and goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
3-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 73 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who can also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Down Kansas City.
Mahomes firing complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Rashawn Breeland. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
1st down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's now
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Brees going to throw here. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
at the 37-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Brees. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brees again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching...
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit, we on shot for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit, we on shot for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. Your friend smart, but my bud's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what would help. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit, we on shot for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit, we on shot for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant, look, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning. My stomach keep on turning, stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it, you gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, babe, must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find out. Say I got sex appeal, I think it's cause I work. Got a gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit, we on shot for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit, we on shot for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. When I broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'm in need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do?
Done with this one is to have a clear head. That was my headache. I can't even
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
first and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
6-yard pickup.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. He's got first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
15. Results in a first down.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Jackson sacked. A loss of 8 yards. It's third down.
Play action. Now Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll run for it with Barkley. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. A handoff to Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a give to Barkley. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. 14 yards. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. They gotta love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On second down, here's Jackson. And his pass incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On third down, Jackson. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Visitors 7, Panthers nothing.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Gurley with a carry on 1st down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
49 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
That is caught at the 7. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Panthers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
2nd and goal.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he's going to build his way in for a Panther score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And it's up and good.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They go play action with Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. 1st down and more for Jackson. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. But DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack.
3rd down. 3rd and 11.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Jackson now. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own 30.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Gain of 13 yards and a first down.
From midfield now, here's Jackson being chased out left. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
He was
now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Jackson on first down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Lockett on the return. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another first and 10. A gain of 3, second down. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
4 brings up third and 3.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Off to Todd Gurley.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now Jackson on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Jackson from the shotgun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. To throw again is Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Even after the penalty, trailing in the 4th, they've still got to go. It's 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And 10 at their own 29-yard.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Let's get that swagger, y'all. Let's get that
touchdown. Cam Akers, 71 yards. And his guys are going to take the lead. What an excellent run. And from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And complete to Zach Ertz. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Frank Clark able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Here's Jackson to throw on 3rd down, escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson out to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle.
Touchdown.
And he will.
She I got me.
Oh, that wasn't for no money.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent